30. Okay. I put my shit on airplane mode too, so nobody can fucking call me. You know, people be doing dumb shit whenever I be on live. Sometimes they try to call me and then fuck up everything. Am I trading this week? Yeah. I closed out of some trades on gold. I posted. I was up like 3,800. Closed out at like 28. I'm good with that. Let me get a note. What's good? The fastest I ever went in the McLaren was probably like 160. That's still kind of light, honestly, for the McLaren. That chain fire. Appreciate it. As you can see, VVS's though, you know what I'm saying? Let's even dim the lights for real quick. Hold up. So you can see glistening. Yeah. Oh. See you in a day. Yeah, man. Christmas Eve, tomorrow. Shit came quick. My teeth too white. Yeah, man. Shout out to Colgate. Still needing Facebook group. Send me a message. I gotta just check up on it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to get inside the group sometimes. So with the 5-day courses, yeah, man. So I'm supposed to be getting this 5-day course for Wynwood, like fully confirmed, but the venue is being like an asshole sending these emails and they're taking forever. So I'll probably have to go down to Miami to make it happen. So I'm just waiting on that. But I think the dates are still pretty solid. So I'm just trying to wait till after Christmas so they could be open again, and I'll just go down there to make sure everything fully confirmed. And then I'll put out the release date so we could actually get the 23rd through the 27th, I think, of January. Actually, no. The toothpaste is Crest 3D. How long have I been trading? I've been interested in trading since I was like 20 years old, and which is 9 years ago. I've been taking it seriously since 2014. So I was like 24. So yeah, since then, you know what I'm saying, just keep on going. But I have a few topics that I'm going to be going over also, so that you guys can actually take note. So I mean, just make sure everybody has like, you know, like a little notebook or something like that, so you can actually write down certain things that could probably help you out. You know what I'm saying? What do they say? Note takers are money makers. Sound like a pitch, right? Yeah, but I mean, it's smart. Just take notes. I have a lot of notes. I take a lot of notes myself too. So where does 720 go? No, the 720 is in the garage, man. It's just, yeah. I sold it to my business partner, so I'll speak on that later on. But yeah, I think it was definitely it was for a good cause, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was a good move also. Hell no, I'm not buying a Senna right now. Nah, that's $1 million, bro. Fuck that. How do I deal with people around you going different directions in life? That's their life. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. I think that's what some people actually. That's inside this little thing also. Like that's also a topic as well. Somebody said, how do you deal with people around you going different directions in life? I mean, that's gonna be spoke about on this also. So like, I just want to touch up on a few things in a little bit, and then after that, I'll just have like a little Q&A if you guys have some things to ask me and everything. It's all good. Good to see you. Stay up. Shout out from Cali. Shout out to Cali. You know what I'm saying? I never been in Cali this past year. I normally go to Cali every single year, but I've just been busy as hell. But it's all good. Any entrepreneurial tips? This is, I mean, if you read the post, it says entrepreneur tips. So it's gonna be a lot of tips. Just give me a second. Do I miss the GT3 RS? Honestly, not really, but I mean, I miss that it goes 9K RPMs. Like that shit was dope, but nah, man. On to better things. It's all good. On to better things. But yeah, so does everybody have like a little notepad? If you have a notepad, just put a thumbs up or some kind of like that. Just put like a thumbs up. If you have like a notebook, a notepad, pen, pencils, you know what I'm saying? All that. Do I get bored trading? I mean, it's supposed to be when, you know what I'm saying, you're at a certain level. It's just, you don't really put a lot of effort into it. I mean, I don't put a lot of effort into it like how I used to, but I mean, it's second nature now, so you don't have to put in all kind of effort. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, so pretty much the first topic is, hold on. Okay, so the first topic I call the 3 Ps. It's the 3 Ps are passion, persistence, and patience. That's like, those are probably one of my most important, posts that I've ever made. I first made it on I think I said it on like a webinar this one time. Yeah, it's recorded. I'll save the video, then I'll repost it after on like my IGTV or something like that. So passion, patience, and persistence. All right. So those 3 things are very, very important. Patience is the word. Pussy. Yo, Mickey, you're an asshole. All right, so look, the 3 Ps is the most important thing: passion, patience, and persistence. The passion portion of it is very important because you have to be, into what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Some people always hate me up saying, "Yo, Q, how long did it take you to learn trading? This and that." I'm like, you can't really compare me and you all too much. Like my passion for what I do was a lot different compared to a person that only is doing it because they see a person on Instagram making money on trading. You know what I'm saying? I never went that route. I was actually passionate about the craft. So when it came to studying, I did it effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to study. I didn't want to, look at somebody else's life and say, oh, damn, I got to study more. Nah, I was actually interested in wanting to get better. So when it came to, oh yeah. And, oh yeah, a Wall Street Academy student also said another one was precision. I'll get into that as well. But look, the passion portion of it is very, very important because you have to want to get better at your craft. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't take a person having to go to fucking events, need a motivational speak from somebody to get passionate about what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Or like want to actually get better at what they're doing because somebody actually motivated them. If you're actually interested in what you're doing, you're going to want to get better at it. Like I always say, imagine like a person playing basketball, right? Their overall goal is to make it to the NBA more than likely, right? But do they ever keep track of how long they're practicing? No, they just fucking play ball, hours until they're fucking done playing ball. You know what I'm saying? They're not keeping track of how long they're playing ball for. They don't go on a court every single day like, all right, I'm going to play ball 1 hour a day and then eventually I'll make it to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to keep on playing until like they're just like, yo, fuck it. I'm done. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day, keep on going. Right? A lot of people always say like, hey Q, like, what if I only study like 2 hours a day? Do you think I'll get to make $100,000 in like a month in a couple months? I'm like, you already fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just be able to actually understand that if you're passionate about something, you're not worrying about how long you're studying or how long you're actually putting towards like that certain craft. You're just gonna do it until you're tired. Like the post that I had made with me sleeping in the couch, like knocked out. That's an example of that. I used to be on that couch literally every single day. I had homeboys and everything coming over and everything, like, and I'm still in the same spot that they left and then they see me at. You know what I'm saying? I used to be studying every single day and falling asleep with my computer on my lap. You know what I'm saying? Literally just on my lap because I was charting or some kind of like that. Like I used to do that every single day. That because I was so passionate about getting better at that certain craft. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the passion portion of it is the most important thing because you have to just, want to get better at what you're doing without somebody having to impact you to even want to get better at it. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually be interested in your craft. All right? That's the passion portion of it, right? The persistence portion of it means that you got to keep on going. You know what I'm saying? If you have bad times, while actually going through this entire journey, you got to keep on going regardless of the fact, because I've had many, many times terrible days, losing thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, fucking up on certain trades, doing dumb shit at times. That's not going to make me get depressed to the point that I quit my craft. You know what I'm saying? It just means that I have to just get better at how I'm going about things. So pretty much next time around, I could actually have a better outlook on it. That's it. So it's like, you have to be persistent with the craft so nothing can tear you down or nothing can actually stop you within that entire journey. You know what I'm saying? If you know a person that says, okay, they're trading 1 year, but the following year they just like cut trading off, like what the fuck is that? Like that makes no sense. Trading is one thing that I feel like it doesn't even make sense to even quit for the main fact that, do you see how much fucking money we can make? Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like I closed out like $2,000 earlier. I'm up another, $400. Like I'm barely even trading right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like real life stuff. It's like these little things right here makes this kind of craft second nature, and that's what you want to actually get to, that point that trading is second nature for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I barely study as much as I used to, but it's because I put so much work in over the years, and this is just second nature to me now. You know what I'm saying? So that made me actually get through all the rough times and everything, knowing that, eventually I'm going to actually get to the point that I can make so-and-so. You know what I'm saying? I just have to get better with how I'm going about certain things. And then, eventually I'll get to that point. You know what I'm saying? When I first started, it's not like I had the end game, like, the end game was like, okay, I want to make $100,000 in like a day, this and that, this and that. That was never the end game. You know what I'm saying? If it happens, it happens. Fuck it. Like, I know that I'm working hard enough that could be a possibility in the future. You know what I'm saying? How much did I lose initially? That's the thing. That's a dumbass question. It's not about how much you fucking lose, right? How much you lose is irrelevant for the main fact that could all be made back up in one trade. You know what I'm saying? People that stress about how much they're losing or how much they could lose at first, you're worrying about the wrong things, homie. Worry about the most important thing. The same way how you lost is the same way how you could have won. You know what I'm saying? What needs to be done now is you got to get better at that certain craft to actually make things a bit more precise. You know what I'm saying? So it's never about how much you lose, because knowing that you could actually make all that back up if you actually just take shit seriously, it shouldn't be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Smart questions. Never ever ask that question. Like, don't worry about how much you could lose, just worry about how much you could actually gain if you keep on going with that craft, because all that can be made back up and literally in one trade. Think about it. Think about, all right, my first big week was my 30K trade I did in 2016 October. You know what I'm saying? Let's say I fucked up like $3,000 the past couple months before that. That 30K cleared out all that, plus I made profit on top of that. That's how you gotta look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how much you're losing at first. Just understand that the same way how you could have lost, the same way how you could have won. Yeah, it's binary, all right? It's either you win or lose in trading. That's it. If you could have lost a certain kind of way, you got to pretty much just tweak those certain things to make it next time around a possibility that you could actually win that trade. You know what I'm saying? It's all about just tweaking, and then your craft is getting better and better and better and more fine-tuned. That's what it's really about. the patience factor, right? So we have passion, we have persistence, right? Everybody's clear so far? If you're still clear so far, give me a thumbs up. If you're still clear so far, give me a thumbs up. Yeah, the key is tweaking, not giving up. Exactly. Give me a thumbs up if you're on point, like right now. If you're on track, give me a thumbs up. Remember, it's 575 people on here. I should see at least 100 thumbs. So we could easily end this live and I could go about my entire day right now. You know what I'm saying? So give me a thumbs up. All right, Mickey, that counts. I'll take that. All right, so the patience factor, right? The patience factor is this. Don't rush the process. That's the biggest thing that I see people do a lot of times. They even start trading and then they want to like, yo, when can I make 100,000? How long do you think I can it'll take that I can make $1 million in a year? How long, Q? This man just learned about trading yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, yo, bro, like you're worrying about the wrong things like right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand that everybody has a different timeline in their success or like whatever they consider success, right? Which means that all you got to pretty much understand is that as long as you have your vision on as long as your vision is vivid in your mind, just keep on going. You know what I'm saying? Understand that it's not ever a set time frame as to when a person can get successful at something. You know what I'm saying? At times it could be 6 months for somebody. At times it could be a year. At times it could be 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. All that is determined on the path that you take to get to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? How long you're studying every single day, the people that you're interacting with, how you're going about your investments. All that is a major factor to actually to make something add up, so you could actually consider yourself successful at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? So the patience factor is something that you should never really have to stress as far as how long should something take. You know what I'm saying? Understand that you're passionate about it. You're gonna work as much as you can to actually get to that certain point, and you're not worried about how long it'll take because you understand the end game. You know what I'm saying? Or the longevity of the certain skill set or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really all about. It's never about how long is something gonna take. As you pretty much start making more and more money, your life is also gonna level up slowly as well, but also your mindset is changing at the same time. So it's not as if today you have a zero net worth and then next week you have $100,000 net worth. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? You start making more and more income as you go, but as you're making more income as you go, right? Your psychology is also getting better as well. You know what I'm saying? So all that's getting tweaked to the point. So when you get to that certain level, you're already ready for it because your mind was already getting adjusted while getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you went night and day. You know what I'm saying? You literally just slowly, gradually went to that point that you actually started making those six-figure incomes and that kind of shit. But your mindset got better over that time as well. So like when you got to that six-figure income, you was already prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really all about. It's never just today you're here and tomorrow you're some incredible ass person. That's not what it's about. It's over time you pretty much get better and then your mindset prepares you to get on a certain level. Okay? That's the patience factor. And the precision factor, I feel like oh look, I'm up like 700, well 600 like right now. You know what I'm saying? That's just like I'm barely even trying, man. That could pay some bills and that kind of shit. But look, the precision factor, right? The precision factor is very important because you want to get better at certain things. You know what I'm saying? You want to make things a bit more precise as you're going about it, so you could put little to no kind of effort. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what separates me from a lot of people that trade on Instagram and that kind of shit, or like on social media and that kind of shit. But I trade in real life. You know what I'm saying? Not just for fucking Instagram and shit. The precision factor, it says like, you know, you want to get, you know, more precise to the point that you're not stressing over how you're investing. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much understand it so much. You understand it so much that you're not really worried about, you know, the risk that's involved, because you pretty much understood as to why you got into certain trades and that kind of shit. And you pretty much understood that like, okay, I'm at a certain point inside the market, and this is this and that. You can pretty much explain every little reason as to why you're in that trade. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting more precise with how you're entering the trades, how you're looking at the charts, how your technical analysis is, how you're reading your fundamental analysis, how you're going about everything is based off of a certain workflow. You know what I'm saying? Things are not just all over the place anymore. You have things organized and lined up to the point that it's precise how you're going about your entire workflow, which makes things a lot less stressful on your part. And that has to be very important, because the worst thing that you can do is trade under stress. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that, you know, as you're going about trades, you're confident enough, because your level of precision is where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? That's when you could pretty much be able to up your lot size and all kind of other shit. Confluence XXX is better than Pornhub. Oh God. The more precise you are, the more the higher you're able to actually up your lot size. You know what I'm saying? If you're not precise, you don't plan on upping your lot size no time soon. You know what I'm saying? So I need everybody on this live, which is like about 600 people plus, right? If you were trading a certain, all right, what's the average lot size? What's the average lot size everyone was trading this year? Your average lot size. Put your average lot size in the comments. Put your average lot size in the comments. Average lot size. What's been your average lot size all 2019? Tell me. Remember, this is to help you out. What's your average lot size for 2019? Your average lot size, 0.3, 0.03, 0.50. Okay, keep on going. 0.25, 0.10. Okay, 0.001. Okay, 0.5. Keep on going. What's your average lot size? Remember, keep on going. We have 600 people on this live. What's your average lot size that you've been doing all year? Average. 0.3, standard lot. Standard, 0.20. All right, so put it this way. This is how you either determine if you're growing or you're not growing, right? And this is just being real, right? If you're doing the same lot size now, next year at this same time, you're not growing. You're not growing as an individual when it comes to this craft right here, as far as getting better. If you are doing this lot size that you speak of now, right, next year at this same time, you're not growing as a person. That's what it is. Every single year, you have to pretty much be able to, you know, do better than what you was last year. Every single other month, I felt like I upped my lot size, or I would pressure myself to pretty much see how I'm able to actually up my lot size. You know what I'm saying? That's where the pressure kicks in to want to get better. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to approach a different situation with a different level of pressure to see if you're capable of doing that. You know what I'm saying? Which means that there's certain times that, I mean, I could do 5 lots all day. I could do 10 lots all day. I could do 15 lots all day. But when it comes to me at times scaling in with 20 lots, at times it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? I'm way more consistent with my scales in with 10 lots than I am with my scales in with 20 lots. You know what I'm saying? But look at the concept though, right? I'm pushing. I'm adding pressure to me growing though. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm just like just stagnant with just like, you know, just me sticking to the 10 lot the entire time. I'm trying to push myself to get to that next lot size. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's really all about. If you are so stuck on one lot size the entire time and not trying to even up it, you're not growing. You know what I'm saying? So to even attempt to even go to a bigger lot size, that's going to determine a lot of stuff. So getting to a bigger lot size determines your level of precision. That's for one, right? Because if you go to that bigger lot size and you're seeing the same amount of drawdown that you are seeing with, let's say, something lower, all right? And you don't pretty much understand, all right, so like I'm seeing this much drawdown. What am I doing so I can have less drawdown but pretty much keep the same lot size? You got to pretty much figure that part out. You know what I'm saying? So as you're upping your lot size, you're kind of tweaking as to like, okay, how can I get better at certain things with my drawdown and whatnot? Or like, what could I look for to then, you know, have less drawdown so I could actually be able to do that higher lot size to actually get to that next level? Because if you're not pushing yourself to actually get to that next lot size, you're not going to be able to actually grow and prepare for that next year and to, you know, get that level up that you're expecting. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, what is a bigger lot size? If you're asking that, then you shouldn't be on this live right now. I don't know. So that's when it comes to the precision factor, right? You have to want to get better with how you're going about everything on the charts, your workflow, your entries. Everything has to pretty much get tweaked so it could get more precise. So when you're up in your lot size, it's not affecting you because you got more precise throughout that entire process. Okay? The next one is, all right, so those are pretty much, okay, so not the 3 P's, it's the 4 P's, all right? The next one is invest smart. All right. What do you guys think I mean by invest smart? What do you think I mean by invest smart? What do you think I mean by invest smart? Time, okay, somebody said time. House before close, okay. Purpose, nice, okay. Cash flow, assets, okay. Education before execution, okay, that's dope. Education, that's very important. Money, okay. Assets, okay. Yeah, the time factor is very, very major as well. Making smart investments, yeah, of course. When I speak of invest smart, it's how you're moving your money around. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like I tell people all the time, like all the Wall Street Academy students already pretty much know this, but let's say I close out of this trade like right now, right, which is like around $600, right? I close out of that trade, right? Now where can that trade go? I mean, where can that money go? I just withdrew $600 from my trading account. Where can that money go? That money can go to knowledge, time, okay. Investments, okay, reinvest. Okay, so this is the big thing that I always do though, right? So all my traders on here, y'all already know, like y'all pretty much should be pretty much, you know, up on game with how we actually invest in that kind of shit already. But you have to be on point with when it comes to cryptos as well. You know what I'm saying? I speak on this all the time. You have to be on point with when it comes to cryptos because remember, cryptos is also an appreciating asset, right? So like, let's say I withdraw this money like right now. It never, ever, since for the past 3 years, it never goes straight to the bank. Nope, don't build bank account yet. This money never goes straight to the bank first, right? You have that catalyst, right? Broker account, cryptos, right? Understanding where your BTC market is and that kind of stuff, that's very important because when you withdraw, I always withdraw my money into BTC and then to the bank account, right? Which means that if I'm analyzing BTC at like, let's say I withdraw this money, I put it into BTC at $7,000, right? And now BTC is around $7,500, right? That money just gained value based off of me buying BTC at that certain amount. So it's like we're just hopping into another market as well. You know what I'm saying? So comparing that money going straight to the bank account, then you only have $600. $600 withdraw, $600 inside the bank. That's it, right? $600 BTC, it builds from that point, and now let's say it grows to like, let's say 680 or 670 or 750. Now the bank account, now you have 750. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you're growing your money at the same time through an appreciating asset, but still on the way to the bank account. it's not going straight to the bank account because it's not appreciating that way at all. Once it's inside your bank, nothing is growing at that point. You know what I'm saying? You're not really growing anything. It going straight to the bank. So it having like a little pit stop, let me just check out BTC real quick, and then go to the bank, that's very, very different because you're growing your money at the same time. Like, like I tell people all the time, like one of my biggest fuck ups, like not fuck up, but the same week that I had withdrew my 30,000 in October of 2016, I had 34 Bitcoins, right? And that was when Bitcoin was like around $600-700. So I had 34, 35 Bitcoin at the time. All right. I wish I could show my Coinbase and show you that transaction. I had that much Bitcoin at the time, right? So 30 something Bitcoin at $600 for 30,000, like some kind of like, right? So I was like, yo, fuck it, like I need this fucking money. I'm going straight to the bank, right? So Bitcoin went to 19,000. What, like a couple months later? That could have been what, 850,000 just from me withdrawing that 30,000 investment. It could have been pulled out at 800 and something thousand if I held it for a couple more months. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of appreciating asset that we're really into. You know what I'm saying? That shit gets crazy. So it's kind of like just having that pit stop at times is beneficial, but you got to pretty much make sure that you understand where BTC is to actually benefit from this entire transaction. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like just never try to just go straight to the bank. Try to have like a little pit stop, see what you could do with it, and then go to the bank after that. So that's the smart part about it. Being smart with your investments, and then reinvesting in other kind of ways. You know what I'm saying? Never withdrawing your entire account. Keep a little bit inside your broker's account so you can keep on trading and make more money from that money. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you build 3K to 20K. All right. Okay. Withdraw 17K. You know what I'm saying? Still have money inside your account to keep on building. You know what I'm saying? Never just withdraw the entire thing because now you have nothing to build from. You know what I'm saying? So always try to like keep some kind of money in your account so you can keep on building, and never fully withdraw your entire account because there's no kind of benefit towards that. Exactly. All right. When it comes to you trying to invest in altcoins, it's kind of very, very risky because not a lot of altcoins actually have a lot of backing. BTC is still the king of all that shit right there. So it's not really a benefit trying to invest in altcoins all the time. So that's investing smart. All right. Not comparing yourself to make you feel less is the next one. That's very important as well because I feel like when it comes to Instagram, people always try to compare themselves. Oh, like this person doing this person doing that, this person doing this person doing that. That's not benefiting you. You know what I'm saying? Because once you actually compare yourself, you kind of took a step back in your journey. You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking at what somebody else is doing or where somebody else is in their journey. But in reality, you don't know what they really been through. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to you being on your journey, focus on yourself. Have those blinders on, you know what I'm saying? And then focus on yourself, how you're going about things, where you currently are, your next steps. You know, compare yourself to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't compare yourself to anybody else, but at the same time, everybody else is going to be on a different level. Like if I compare myself to everybody else, I'm going to feel like I'm less. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, I'm in my own journey. I don't know most of these people, and I'm just focused on me just getting better for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not me getting better to show on Instagram and that kind of shit. It's not even about that. It's about me just getting better for me and to put myself further in getting to where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Keep your head down and do the work. Simple as that. Don't worry about what's going on up here because up here is going to distract you. You know what I'm saying? Just put your head down and work, grind in silence, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to show 24/7, post. Hey, like I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. It's not about that. Put your head down, grind, because you pretty much understand where you want to be. So you don't want any kind of distraction. And the distractions is literally just you going on Instagram and start scrolling. And all of a sudden you're comparing yourself. Oh, he has this car, he has this car. Oh, he making this kind of money, he making this kind of money. No, it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? Focus on you, and then you'll get to that point that you could pretty much, get the things that you want to get. Help with people that you want to help. It's on you. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you want to do with your money when it comes down to it, it's on you. It's your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And you're not obligated to help anyone. If you want to help, cool. If you don't, cool. It's your choice. You know what I'm saying? That's the cool thing about life. It's all your choice. Your choice. Exactly. Stay in your own lane. Okay? And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all the topics that I wanted to actually cover. So if anybody wants to ask me some questions, I'm open to answer it. And those that want to ask about the 720, I mean, I'm open to answer that as well. I mean, I don't mind at all. You know, it was just a crazy thing. How much should I keep in the broker? I mean, it's not a set question. It all depends on your finances. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how much you're making in your current job or something like that. But at the same time, with me, 3,000 or better is great for me, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I could do a lot with that. Like I started this $3,000 account. I traded I think 4 trades. Like right now, it's up like 5,700. And I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing crazy lot size. I'm just catching some pips. 78 pips for the week, you know, that's it. Is it good to trade during December periods? Somebody asked me that earlier. It's not good, but it's not bad. You could catch certain moves for, let's say, 20, 30 pips, and then you're out. You know what I'm saying? You don't plan on swinging around this time period because it's not really a lot of volatility. But at the same time, don't look for big moves, but you could definitely look for 20, 30 pip moves, and then you will still be solid as hell. Who's my broker? The broker that I use is KLT Forex. That's what I've been using since like February, I think, of this year. It's pretty good so far. What's a good pip goal? I think honestly, 20 through 40 pips is like solid as hell, honestly, because that's you not being greedy. Or you like not really marrying a trade. It's kind of like an intraday type of setup if you're actually going for 20 through 40 pips anyways. Compared to a swing trade, you're aiming for like around 80 to 100 plus pips. It takes a lot longer for a swing trade as well. Nah, the McLaren's in the garage, man. the McLaren's in the garage. What's the best month to trade? Honestly, I feel like I've had great months when it comes to February, March, April. Like in that range, I've always had like a bomb ass. Even like a week out of that entire 3-4 months, it's always been good. But around that time period, I feel like it's like a lot of volatility, and that's some great times to actually trade. Do I trade during certain sessions? I love trading. At times I burn myself when I try to trade around like Asian session, knowing that the pairs that I trade. So me actually trying to trade a couple hours before NY session is like the key for the pairs that I trade, which is going to be either gold, US 30, GJ, UJ. Those are the 4 pairs that I focus on now. So that's about it. Good weekly pip goal. I mean, I don't feel like there should be a goal. I feel like you should just pretty much, get what you can out of the market, be satisfied, you know what I'm saying? And then wait for next week. Dealing with self-doubt. I feel like this comes with a lack of knowledge. A lack of knowledge, a lack of education. Because remember, like, the more you're educated, the more confident you are in what you're doing, and the less doubt you have because you pretty much understand what you're doing. So the people that have self-doubt or any kind of doubt in how they're trading in certain cases, they just have a lack of knowledge. Simple as that. Versus a person that pretty much is knowledgeable about what they're doing, then they're not going to be scared to trade a certain way or trade a certain setup because they pretty much understand that. So it all comes with, this understanding when it comes to it. So that's going to, make you a bit more confident in how you're trading because you know what you're doing now. That's it. Percentage risk per trade. Personally, I don't go based off of percentages. I feel like that shit is whack. I go based off of the amount of money. So which means that like in each and every trade, I know how much I'm willing to actually lose based off the lot size that I'm doing. So like let's say if I'm doing a 2 lot. On a 2 lot, I'm probably willing to lose like $500. You know what I'm saying? On a 5 lot, I'm probably willing to lose like $1,500 or $1,200 at times, and that's like around equal to like around 23 pips or 20 pips at times. So I mean, I go based off of the money, not the percentage. Do you have several strategies or one? I have one strategy and one strategy only. That's all that I teach in Wall Street Academy, which is my Confluence trading. You know what I'm saying? And people that's in Wall Street Academy know that the Confluence training is very, very complex. It's at an advanced level. It takes time to fully understand and comprehend all the concepts that I'm going about when it comes to the Confluence videos. And once you pretty much understand it, then you can pretty much, you know, tackle the market like how I tackle the market. And I think the cool thing about it is the people that understand the Confluence videos in Wall Street Academy, they could pretty much understand as to why I got in a trade, why I got out of a trade, why I maintained a trade a certain way, how I did, why I scaled in. That shit is dope. Like I'll post profits at times, and then they could pretty much break it down to the T because they pretty much understand what I'm looking at and how I'm looking at it. Yeah. I thought I was the only one who preferred. Yeah. Definitely money all the time over percentages. Like I don't like that. How to balance a 9 to 5 and trade. Okay, so this is the big thing. Some people might take it personally, but look, whenever you're at work, that's not your hours. That's not your time anymore. That's the job time. So you trying to trade at work, you're gonna burn yourself, because if you lose money while trading at work, that's all on you, because at the end of the day, that wasn't your time to begin with. That was your employer's time that you were on. You know what I'm saying? So always try to wait until you're at your own time and then pretty much trade from that point. But don't try to force trade when you're at work. There were certain times when I was at Target and I'm trading at Target and all of a sudden I'm busy for a couple hours, like at the end of the night, stocking shelves and that kind of shit. And I look at my phone, hours later, and all of a sudden I'm fucking negative. And I can't get mad at anybody for that, because I know what I was doing within that entire process and the risk that I was taking based off of me not being on my time and me being on my employer's time. You know what I'm saying? Does KOT provide any documents for taxes? They should, yeah. Ask the customer service. Any books you recommend reading? Depends on what you're trying to actually get better on, I guess. Do I counter trend trade or do you trend? I mean, if you're a trader, you know how to trade both. Come on, you should know this. Do I believe in Elliott wave analysis? Not exactly. It's a concept based around that, but not exactly. I don't like how they complicate things. And yeah, the person that asked about the 720. So pretty much, I sold a 720 because the devalue. I got my 720 for 290. And now that same exact setup is selling for like around 240, 250. So yeah, I'm losing like $40,000 on it. And I didn't want to keep it longer than what I needed to, in a sense, because if I kept it longer, then I would have lost more and more money on it. And I heard like the main concept as to why they are not good in value, or why they drop in value so much, and it's only been 3 months, is because they don't really have a lot of heritage compared to like Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, and that kind of shit. Like they have a lot more backing, a lot more history, so they could pretty much hold their value a lot longer compared to something that doesn't have a lot of history behind it. So that's why I pretty much sold it. I sold it as is to one of my business partners. So I mean, I'll still be seeing the car, you know what I'm saying, but it won't be with me. So yeah, so I have a new car coming in probably a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm not gonna say what it is, but yeah. But I mean, I still have the car. It's in a garage, but it's technically, in the process of being sold right now. So yeah. But he's definitely gonna enjoy the car. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely one of his dream cars as well. So I mean, yeah. So it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. What's my daily routine? Every day, honestly, like I'm on the computer, like I get on here for a couple hours, do what I gotta do, and after that, I'm out the door. Even if I have like a markup, I pretty much understand what I'm pretty much expecting off of that markup, and after that, I'm out the door because I could track it from my phone and understand the concept of what I'm looking for that certain trade setup. You know what I'm saying? How did I learn how to trade? Mainly self-taught, and then I met a lot of people along my entire journey to help me out on certain aspects as well. So I mean, yeah, those people know who they are as well. So, but like my entire style is based on me though. What's the best method to learn the market? You got to pretty much understand the market. You have to understand the raw price. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the best thing, because if you add any kind of indicator above that, then you already understood it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like saying if you know how to do math, it's going to be a lot easier when it comes to using a calculator. You know what I'm saying? That's like the best concept that I could think about when it comes to that right there. Like, understanding price action is equivalent to a person understanding how to actually fully do math as far as formula wise, and then use a calculator versus using a calculator and then trying to do math. It's not going to work out. Do I drive manual? Of course. Like my M3 was manual. Who are your heroes? I don't have heroes. I don't have mentors. I never had a mentor. No heroes, no mentors. I have friends, and that's it. No, exactly. Know where the market is going and just take the trade. Exactly. Done. Shout out to Roy as well. He's another dope ass trader. Roy NL on here. He focuses on a lot of shit. Like, goddamn, he focuses on a lot of shit. But yeah, another dope ass trader. Also, congrats to your $100,000. Was like it's been like about 4 or 5 days, I think. But shout out to your shit as well. Yeah. Listen, if you follow me and pretty much see that I shout out any single trader on here, they're official. You know what I'm saying? I don't give any kind of recognition to demo traders. I don't give any kind of recognition to traders that are fake, any kind of recognition to traders that are sketchy. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So everything is official. My circle, I'll make sure is official, all that shit right there. So I mean, shout out to all my homies that's doing their shit and just getting better at their craft every single day. When is the next webinar? I'm doing a Wall Street Academy webinar on the 27th. I'm not too sure the time yet, but I'm gonna post that in the Facebook group as well. And goddamn. Do I know Carla? Yeah, she's my old student. Actually, shout out to her as well. She's dope as hell. She's like a girl version of me. It seems like it's crazy. Yeah, but she's dope. She's an A+ student in the 5-day course. So shout out to her as well. And yeah, do I meditate? No, I don't. Last thing, every single person that's trying to go into 2020 strong, make sure you try to if you want to catch a 5-day course, go ahead and catch it, because I'm not going to be doing them for too much longer. As you can see, every single year is getting less and less because I'm focusing on other projects. But remember, even if you plan on getting into a future 5-day course, you have to get the main online course first and then upgrade to the in-person class, so you can actually qualify to actually purchase that right there. So like when it comes to that, I always say it's always understand the difference between valuable and expensive. Wall Street Academy is valuable because you could actually make more money than what you actually paid for it. Whereas something that's expensive, you can't make enough ROI to actually cover that right there. So always understand the difference between expensive and valuable, 2 different concepts. You know what I'm saying? And invest smart, invest in education, invest in something that could pretty much make you better as a person, invest in something that could gain you more capital by learning it. Skill sets are one of the most important things that anybody can actually gain inside of their lifetime, I feel like, because that's one thing that nobody can actually take away from you. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just go about shit smart. So shout out to everybody that's trading this entire year. Shout out to everybody that is being, that's taking control of their 4 P's, their passion, their persistence, their patience, and precision when it comes to trading, because it's not an easy journey, but it's very, very, very rewarding. So shout out to everybody that's pretty much on their journey and sticking to it. I appreciate everybody that follows me, that, you know, that gets inspired by what I post and how I go about things. I appreciate that. And yeah, appreciate everybody, and thanks for coming on this live. I'm going to save it as well. I'm going to try to post it in my IGTV, or should I put it on YouTube? Should I put it on YouTube or my IGTV? I'll probably put it on YouTube because I think it's going to be easier. And yeah, so it's going to be dope. So I'm going to check y'all on the next live, I guess. And I'm going to holler at y'all. So thanks everybody for coming on. Peace out, and happy 2020. Happy holidays. And everybody should take care. Peace out. Show love. Peace. FIP shit. You already know how it is.